Lend-Lease Britain's war debt. 1. Britain's financial situation during World War II. By 1940–41, Britain had been at war with Germany for over a year. The war was extremely expensive. The cost of mobilizing the military, buying weapons, food, and maintaining colonies drained the British treasury. Britain's gold reserves and cash were running low, and the country was technically near bankruptcy. 2. Lend-Lease Act, 1941. The US passed the Lend-Lease Act in March 1941. Purpose: to supply Allied nations with food, weapons, ships, planes, and raw materials without immediate payment. Key point: it wasn't a free gift, it was lend or lease, with repayment deferred until after the war, often in goods, services, or long-term loans. Britain was the biggest beneficiary, receiving tanks, aircraft, ships, and other war supplies vital for survival. By the end of the war, the US had sent over $31 billion worth of supplies to Britain alone, equivalent to roughly $600 billion today. 3. Impact on Britain's debt. Before Lend-Lease, Britain had borrowed heavily from the US and Canada, racking up huge debts to fund the war. Lend-Lease reduced immediate financial strain because the US covered the costs upfront. Britain still owed a lot after the war. In 1946, the Anglo-American loan of $3.75 billion was agreed upon to help Britain rebuild, with repayment stretching into the 2000s. Despite Lend-Lease aid, Britain's economy was heavily weakened, leading to post-war austerity and rationing. 4. Why Lend-Lease was critical. Britain's own production couldn't meet wartime needs, especially after losses in the Battle of the Atlantic. Lend-Lease provided essential military equipment and even food supplies. It allowed Britain to continue fighting until the US formally entered the war in December 1941.